All right, Danny Cut, we are back, and today we're back for another edition of Mean Scripts. And today we have DC on with us. He is going to be creating a fresh scene with Superman and his father, Jor-El. Okay, I'm going to be reading the part of Jor-El. He's going to be reading the part of kal-el, which is Superman. We're not going to be acting it too much. We're just going to read through it, and then we're going to give our notes, and we're going to see if we can come to a better version of the script, or we leave it as is. We'll see what we do. Okay. All right, guys. And of course, like and subscribe. Let's do it. DC, hit it.
Alrighty. The title of this particular scene is Crossroads, and that'll make sense at some point. All right. So, interior, we got that right. It's not, what is it? I thought it was intro the first time I did a scene.
It's like an intro.
Right. But I, for some reason, again, never written a script before. So,
yeah, let me
I
add that
apologize
note.
about that.
Let me add that note, guys. This is DC's second script. He's doing his best, and let's give him that his flowers for putting his stuff out there, and let's go from there. All right, go ahead.
Let's go. Interior. All right. Fortress of Solitude. Early morning hours. The fortress is silent. Superman stumbles into the frame, torn cape, ripped uniform, the S on his chest barely visible. He stares to the ceiling, eyes redden. Father! Strobes of light illuminate the area. Superman stumbles to a knee. A floating projection of Jor-El appears from the light.
What troubles you, my son?
Superman's voice falters as he speaks to his father, his eyes overflowing with tears. I couldn't save them. Jor-El begins to comfort his son.
You mustn't blame yourself for any tragedy that you did not commit. Fate will always.
Superman immediately interrupts. Oh, is it fate, father? A madman killed in the name of fate? Was this inevitable? Is fate what you told? Sorry, let me read that again. Is fate what told you to send me to this planet? I probably have to work on that line right there. Is fate what told you to send me to this planet? It's a little bit of a tongue twister. Jor-El looks at the floor in shame. Why did you send me here? Jor-El's projection flickers, an unstable hologram struggles to remain illuminated.
And I, no choice, kal-el. We couldn't risk letting you.
You had a choice. Now I am left to burden this pain. I am strong, father, but not this strong.
Could not be saved, but could be. It was you. Mother's last dying wish. Your mother's last dying wish.
Superman makes it to his feet, and with all his might, he turns to the fortress's gates and punches the doors open. A view of the horizon can be seen as Jor-El gazes on shattered glaciers, boiling oceans, and what would be snow has now become ash. Sending me to Earth was only delaying the inevitable. Now I bear witness to the same fate you speak of. Except my planet dies and I live.
Who did this?
Why does it matter? You are not here with me. And that was a choice you made, not fate. Superman walks toward a war-torn Earth. His cuts and bruises begin to heal slowly as the sun rises and shines upon him. His bones reinforce, his suit and cape begin to thread together. All of humanity and its protectors gone, except for one. They called me the last son of Krypton. Now I'm the last son of Earth. Imagine being the last of two worlds. A yellow sun can patch up my scars, but not the pain from within. But the pain from within can never be healed. Superman blades his body prior to exiting the fortress and to confront his father one last time. I now know what you felt when you lost it all, but that is not a burden that I can live with. Superman continues slowly marching away from the fortress, head held up high, but this time he is not flying away. He simply walks until he cannot be seen anymore, patiently planning his next move. This is the crossroads of a burden Jor-El felt when Krypton fell. Superman, now the last known living creature on Earth, must navigate the galaxy in hopes of finding a way to restore what once was. With no superhero to lean on, Superman relies on his own will and might to do what is necessary. Crossroads.
Oh, it's pretty good. That's actually really good, man. Better than the last one for sure.
All right, so let's dissect it then.
All right. Let's go from the top. Fortress of Solitude. What is the Fortress of Solitude? That's like his hideout, right? And on Earth.
Yeah, that's where. So the Fortress of Solitude is technically a safe space where Superman goes to pretty much. It's a ship technically. In Man of Steel, it's a ship, and James Gunn's Superman, it's just kind of something that comes from the ground. It's, and it's where it's his home base, basically. Yeah, it's Superman's home base, and it's where it keeps all of Kryptonian technology and things like that.
Okay. The next thing, early morning hours, the fortress is silent. That's fine. Superman stumbles into the frame, torn cape, ripped uniform, the S on his chest barely visible. He stares to the ceiling, eyes redden. It's always good to create backstory whenever you're doing characters. I'm assuming he was in a fight with somebody.
Yeah. So again, and sometimes these things, that's kind of like the confusion sometimes I have. I don't like to do too much exposition. I feel like sometimes by just writing those things, it would be almost obvious, that he was in a fight, given the way you write it. Stumbles into the frame, torn cape, ripped uniform, the S on his chest barely visible. That should point to, okay, he was either just in a fight or
right. Presumably with Lex Luthor or one of them, right? Obviously. Okay. Superman, you can hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Superman, father, I like that. He's calling him. Strobes of light illuminate the area. Superman stumbles to a knee. A floating projection of Jor-El appears from the lights. Jor-El, what troubles you, my son? What troubles you, my son? Sometimes these things you got to think, I like that. What troubles you, my son? All right, I like that. Superman's voice falters as he speaks to his father, his eyes overflowing with tears. Well, what I like now is that, from what I understand, Superman, the original intention of the character is that he is he is the beacon of light. He is the hope for all of humanity. So you're seeing him here in a very vulnerable position, right? So which is good because it's different. Superman, I couldn't save them. Jor-El begins to comfort his son. You mustn't blame yourself for any tragedy that you did not commit. Fate will always. I mean, the Jor-El begins to comfort his son. You don't really have to put that because he already says it in the next line. But if you want to put it, you can put it because that's more.
I will say I was struggling with that too. I wasn't sure if to keep that in or out. But I wanted to set kind of the scene of, because remember, we're reading off of, in this case, we're reading on the computer, but if you're reading this on a piece of paper or on a comic book or whatever, you kind of want to be able to visualize, him comforting his son. Maybe, obviously he can't touch him because he's a projection, but maybe getting close to him or coming down to his level. I did mention that he was on one knee or whatever. So yeah, that's why I put that there. But again, I wouldn't care if we took it out because it is,
you can leave it.
It is redundant. It's like redundant.
Yeah, but you can leave it because it's scene direction for whoever's playing Jor-El. So it's fine. You can leave it. Superman immediately interrupts. Oh, is it fate, father? A madman killed in the name of fate? Was this inevitable? Oh, is it fate, father? A madman killed in the name of fate. Was this inevitable? Is fate what told you to send me to this planet? Who's he talking to? Who's the madman? The guy he was fighting?
I left that out. I left out because I didn't want to pick one like
Villain.
particular villain.
Yeah, yeah.
There's plenty. I mean, I was gonna go with either Dark Side or who's the other one I was gonna go with? It was gonna be either Dark Side. I just didn't want to make it too cliche and just like immediately mention a villain. I just wanted to keep the scene, Superman and Jor-El just talking and not touch on any other characters, because like you said, we was gonna be two of us reading it. I didn't want to have to bring in a third or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would maybe, this is what I would, again, your script, you do what you want with it, but I would
no,
probably go,
give me your ideas.
my,
Tell me.
my version, I'd probably take this out and put a madman killed in the name of fate. A
Yeah.
madman. Okay, wait.
Okay.
A madman.
I will say I did try to
Keep it short.
keep it. Yeah, I had a lot of different things in there that I really condensed it for sure.
It's fate what told you. Let me ask you this. Remind me why Jor-El sent his son to Earth again. Is to save Earth or to save him?
No, Krypton was pretty much all the natural resources were, running out. The world was gonna pretty much explode, and they had a natural birth, and they had Kal-El. Him and his wife, I forget her name. I forgot what Superman's mom's name. But anyways, they put him on a ship and sent him to the closest planet that resembled him. So that's why they originally sent him to Earth.
I don't know. You don't think? Again, you tell me. I mean, we could do it right here. You could leave this right here and put a madman killed in the name of fate. Was this inevitable? So I guess Superman won, even though he's all messed up, but he won. Was this inevitable? Is fate what told you to send me to this planet? I would just write like Dark Side and then just continue the script. But I mean, you know me,
No, yeah. Yeah.
I like the ambiguity thing. So I like when so if Superman gets up and he's disheveled and he's talking to his father and he's looking like he just got in a really bad fight, obviously he's crying. He's
right.
He has tears in his eyes, and he just looks at him and he goes, Dark Side. I don't know, that just saying Dark Side, since he's such a powerful villain, which I did look this up, and this was back when we did Superman video. Dark Side would be Thanos in a fight. That's how strong he is. Just a little, again, we could leave this and put a madman killed in the name of fate. Was this inevitable? Is this fate? Is fate what told you to send me to this planet? And you could put like maybe ellipses and put Dark Side. I don't know how you spell Dark Side, like that, right?
Yeah.
And then, that's something like that, because I think like when you bring in
it's
name,
one word.
What?
One word, Dark Side.
What's one word? Oh, my bad. So like when you bring in, let's leave the capital S. When you bring in a character of that magnitude, to me, it elevates the script.
Right.
That's what I think. But whatever. Again, I'm just making
No. I'm in full agreement. Again, I didn't mention him because I wanted to keep the focus on the
story. That's a good point, because you want to keep it on between the relationship between
right, because I was looking to do, and again, listen, probably gonna get laughed at for this, I don't care. I just wanted more of the emotion, to feel the emotion between them. Is that the overall picture of who did it, why it was done, how Superman survived it. I kind of want to just obviously, if I was to, let's say, make more pages to this, script that I started, I would get into those.
Yeah,
I would definitely get into those things. But just wanted to, and again, not to get too personal, but a lot of the stuff, like if you scroll down, we're gonna get there. So we'll what? Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
All right. Jor-El looks at the floor in shame. Okay. Why did you send me here? It's very straightforward. I like it. Jor-El's projection flickers. An unstable hologram, which is that's good, the flickering, because you can tell the Earth is getting completely destroyed.
Right.
An unstable hologram struggles to remain illuminated. Your mother, so this is and I, and then so he's he's no choice.
He's trying to
Cal.
send the message, but
Yeah,
it's breaking up as a result of
yeah.
the
The world being is destroyed. We couldn't risk letting you. You had a choice. Now I'm left to burden this pain. I am strong, Father, but not this strong.
So that's just to kind of show the human side of Superman,
Vulnerable.
right? Being that again, strongest. Okay, I'm gonna read a quick quote
Go ahead.
from Batman. All right, that I have here. His whole planet was destroyed. Okay, he's the last of a Holocaust. He grew up in the dirt, finding out slowly how different he was. A stranger discovering every day how strange he was. He has the power to tear the world apart, and he could with his pinky.
Mm.
It's not his world. We're not his people. We should be ants to him. Imagine that. Always being on the outside, the pain that would come from always being on the outside. And yet he took that pain and became the symbol of hope. So he has all this power and he has all this strength,
Yeah.
but he's lived on earth pretty much his entire life. So as much as he is that powerful being that I just described, when he loses the people he loves and the people that he grew up with and who raised him, this is who he can also become, which is the human version of him, which is the pain and hurt that he feels in his heart from his
Yeah.
let's be honest, his adopted planet. So that's why I chose those words, and you tell me if you want to change it up, whatever we can.
Yeah. So if we get down to Jor-El, when he goes, I was looking at this. Jor-El, Kryp could not be saved, but could be. It was you, mother's last dying wish.
So the original line that I broke up was Krypton could not be saved, but you could be. It was your mother's last dying wish.
Your mother's
again.
last.
We could always play around with that to make it sound, to make it to where I'm getting the message across and it not be so confusing or not.
Krypton.
That's difficult. That's difficult to do. It's already difficult to write a script, let alone now trying to break up words to make them make sense.
Yeah,
So
Krypton could not be saved. It was your mother's last dying wish. Superman makes it to his feet, and with all his might, he turns to the fortress gates and punches the door open. Boom. All right. A view of the horizon can be
that
seen.
right there. Sorry to cut you off, but that right there is just to he's releasing all his frustrations and his dad is trying to explain and trying to justify why he was sent to Earth, etc. And Superman just says, "Bro, look, man, boom, and look what's going on here."
Yeah. A view of the horizon can be seen. That's a good shot. As Jor-El gazes on shattered glaciers, boiling oceans, and what would be snow has now become ash. Superman, sending me to Earth was only delaying the inevitable. Now I bear the witness.
Now I bear witness
the same fate you speak of, except my planet dies and lives. So we're taking that out. This right here. Okay. Because what, and again, I'm just giving you my side of it. The visual speaks as much as the dialogue. So you actually described it great right here. This right here, you don't need that line because the people are seeing it. They're like, this place is destroyed. You know what I mean? That's a powerful image.
Right. So what could we make it? Because the only thing I would like to put in there
is your script. Go.
No. Maybe you could help me with that because I actually liked that line, that one sentence, because it shows that it.
Go ahead.
His planet suffered the same fate that Krypton did, except in a different way, of course.
Yeah.
But he's not Jor-El. Jor-El died. Jor-El's dead. Yeah. But he lived. You understand? Like he was sent to Earth. Obviously, he is, now under a yellow sun, which provides him his powers. And he can't die, that easy. So
Yeah. How about
it
this? How about this? How about this right here? Me on earth was only delaying the inevitable. Now I bear witness the same fate you speak of, except my planet dies and you go like this, and I live. Something like that. That's let's do it again from the top. Me on earth was only delaying the inevitable. Now I bear witness the same fate you speak of, except my planet dies and I live. Something like that. That's I mean, if you want to do it, that's how I would do it, because you want that dramatic pause,
yeah,
that, or
I
you
was
could just
trying. I was
or
trying.
you could just go and I live, You could do that. I mean, you know,
Except my planet dies and I live. I just and I was. Let me tell you, I was struggling with that line too because I don't want to. Again, not to get too like about life and stuff, but I don't want to make it seem like now Superman's kind of like on this, you know, tip where he's thinking of killing himself. I don't want to.
he
I don't want
couldn't
to
do
make
it.
it that. I
Couldn't
don't
do
want to
it.
make it right, but I don't want to make it that deep either. Because obviously
Yeah.
that's a serious conversation. So, and we're talking about a comic book character here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, we could leave it in there. We could leave that in there.
Okay.
Um,
You got it. Except my planet
yeah,
dies and I
except
live.
I like that. I like
All
that.
right. All right.
Except my because
All
it
right.
shows kind of like the contrast.
Jor-El, who did this? So now we got to take out my dark side. Let's go ahead and take that out.
But I'll tell you what. What if we just go back down? Okay, who did this? Okay, the next one is why does it matter? You're not here with me. You want to change anything there? We could just take all that out and say dark side.
Yeah, because he's just repeating already what he
Right.
has said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
Let me
like, hey,
see.
I want
Why
to
does
be
it
with
matter? You're not here with me. I'll tell you after the show. I'll tell you why I put that line. I'll tell you. How about that?
No, I know why you put it. I know exactly why you put it. It's okay. You know me. You know me. God, that hat's driving me nuts. All right.
This one?
Yeah, no.
Really?
No.
All right,
So,
bro. It's not. At least it's not Cali or what is it
no,
that?
no, Jack, yeah, Jack had a big ass Cali. That was funny when the guy walked behind him.
Yeah, no, that was
All right.
angry.
All right.
All right.
What do you here you just put, I would just put dark side. I would just say dark side.
Okay, let's do it. Dark side.
He could be like with his, so now he's punched the door. He's looking at his father, right? Up in the reflection, the illumination. He could be like he could look at him like with a long, maybe with a dramatic pause and say dark side, like that. That's what I would do,
Yeah,
See, why does it matter? You're not here with me. And that's the choice you made, not fate. You know what I'm saying? That's exposition. You're just
it's too much.
too,
I agree. We have enough of that in the early. Yeah, we have enough of that in the earlier pages.
No, and your scene descriptions are good. They're good. So I take this off, and then what do you think we should put here? We could put we just put darks, or you can do this right here. You put dark side, or it's one word. My bad. Or we could do like this, like that.
E before I.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry. God, sorry. Dark side. That's the villain you want. I mean, you can do whoever you want. Zod.
Yeah, well, I mean, Brainiac, Doomsday. Then there's one called the Anti-Monitor, but I don't want to get in. The Anti-Monitor. No, I think Darkseid is perfect.
Superman walks towards a war-torn Earth. His cuts and bruises begin to heal slowly as the sun rises and shines upon him. His bones reinforced. So there's like what you're showing him,
right.
He's getting ripped again.
They touched on it a little bit. I wanted my scene to be different. They touched on it a little bit in Superman, James Gunn's Superman, when when Krypto brings him back to the fortress and he sits in that seat and then it points him to the sun and like that. It's supposed to look like that, or not look like that, but it's supposed to be that's what's happening. He's regenerating or whatever. Yeah. The sun is healing him.
Yeah, awesome. All right,
my Superman would not be screaming like a little girl. So
yeah, His bones reinforce, his suit and cape begin to thread together. That's good. That's a good right there. All of humanity and its protectors gone,
Everyone.
except for one.
Batman's done. Green Lantern's done. Everybody. He's the only one alive.
Yep. They called me the last son of Krypton. Now I am the last son of Earth. Imagine being the last of two worlds. A yellow sun can patch up my scars, but the pain within can never be healed. It's good. It's good.
Be honest. Be honest. If you want to make it shorter, we can.
You know, again, like, but who is he saying this? He's just saying it to himself, or he's saying it to his dad?
No, he's still talking to his dad. Anytime Superman is speaking, everything is directed to Jor-El.
But he's going outside, right?
Yeah, he's already walking outside, like walking and talking at the same time.
But he's still going to talk to his dad. Okay.
Right.
Sometimes I'm thinking of like the real world, you know?
Right. Like I also envision, and again, I wasn't going to put it in the script, but, you know, I was going to kind of envision Jor-El just following him, not physically going outside because he can't, but Jor-El, you know, kind of following him as his projection follows him out, and then him still talking to him. That's kind of the way I pictured the scene.
They called me the last son of Krypton. Now I'm the last son of Earth. Imagine being the last of two worlds. A yellow sun can patch up my scars, but the pain from within can never be healed. Because he feels like his father abandoned him, right? Which is the ultimate pain. The ultimate pain. You know, side note, you know that there was a guy who once said, he goes, if you hit your kids, you know, don't hit them. He goes, if you yell at your kids, don't yell at them. You know what I mean? But he's like, if there's one thing a parent can't do, is not love their child. And you know who said that? Ted Bundy. I'm paraphrasing, but he said that. So, and yeah, it's very powerful. I'm trying. Let me see this right here, bro. Now I'm the last son on Earth. Imagine being the last of two worlds. I would just be like, I'm the last son of Earth, the last of two worlds. That's what I would put.
Yeah, that does sound better.
Flows. Yeah, flows.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely flows better. Now I'm the last son of Earth, the last of two worlds.
Yeah,
perfect.
The sun's. Yeah, a yellow sun can patch up my scars. I don't like patch because it's not a little kid, you know, patch up. No, I like a yellow sun can heal my scars.
Okay, but then I use the last word. We got to change it then because it says the pain within can never be healed. So I don't want to use heal in the same sentence.
Okay. So then a yellow sun can heal my scars. Can heal my, hold on, about this word.
But the pain from within can never be
healed. Can never be.
So
can never be forgotten. I don't know. What about that? No? You don't like forgotten? Now I'm the last son of Earth, the last of two worlds. A yellow sun can heal my wounds, but the pain from within can never be forgotten. You know what? Let's do the old school right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's a cinnamon?
Yeah,
not cinnamon, not the sweet cinnamon.
No, cinnamon's good. Cinnamon can never be cinnamon. Superman is new. Can never be
ignored. The pain from within can never be. Yeah,
you could do. Can never be healed. You know what?
How about a yellow sun can?
Nah, you know what? I wouldn't even go yellow sun. I go this right here.
Okay.
Or that, or you can go yellow. What do you think? Yellow or bright?
Well, remember, it's the yellow sun that can heal him.
Yeah, yellow sun can
I'm only specific there because there are other suns that will
yeah, of
not,
course,
and they can
of
be
course.
bright.
All right, that's fine. Leave that. That's fine. Yellow sun can heal my wounds, but the pain can never be.
If you want to take that out, you could. If you want to leave it at now, I'm the last son of Earth, the last of two
Yeah,
worlds.
yeah. That's
You
what
want
I
to do
would do.
that? Yeah, that's fine too. Again, I
Or
wanted to kind of expand a little bit on the human within him. Like he's gonna be healed for the rest of his life, but he's gonna carry that pain inside always. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
yeah, of course. Hold on, a forgotten son alone, alone in this. No, you could just put a forgotten son, the last of two worlds. You could put a you could do what you said. Now the last son of Earth, the last of two worlds, a forgotten son. I would just do it like that.
Now I'm the last son of Earth, the last of two worlds.
That's how I would do it. A forgotten son. Or you could just leave it the way you said. You make the call. I don't care. It's it's your art, not mine.
A forgotten. I'd say just leave it as I'm the last son of Earth, the last of two worlds.
There
That's
you go.
it.
There you go. Superman blades his body prior to exiting the fortress to confront his father one last time. I know what you felt when you lost it all.
I know now.
I know now what you felt when you lost it all. But that is not a burden that I can live with.
So I'm gonna stop you right there. Does that
What?
line remind you of anything? I'm gonna test some of your movie knowledge here. Now, again, it's not a big deal if it doesn't, but still, I'm gonna say it to you, and then you're gonna tell me whether you. Okay, I kind of see it there.
No, let me see if I get it. I know now what you felt when you lost it all. But that is not a burden that I can live with. I don't know, what is it?
At the end in T2, when the Terminator tells John Connor,
I never got that.
When he tells him, "I know now why you cry," and that is not, but that is not something I could do.
Yeah.
That was my inspiration for that line.
Oh, okay. I know now what you felt when you lost it all. But that is not a burden I can live with. That's fine. I like that. Narrator voice.
It also has different different things. That line I like a lot because it has a lot of meanings.
Yeah, I like it.
That we'll get to later.
Yeah, I know now what you felt when you lost it all. But that is not a burden that I can live with. It's good. Narrator voiceover. Superman continues slowly marching away from the fortress, head held up high, but this time he is not flying away. He simply walks until he cannot be seen anymore. Patiently planning his next move. This is the crossroads of a burden Jor-El felt when Krypton fell. Superman, now the last known living creature on Earth, must navigate the galaxy in hopes of finding a way to restore what once was. With no other superhero to lean on, Superman relies on his own will and might to do what is necessary. But wait. Hold on.
Yeah,
I would do
it.
Because at the end you feel that
that's fine.
Because the Man of Steel launch is like the best ever.
You said it. You took it right from my lips.
Come on. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm taking a lot of your advice by not being a copycat and doing
Yeah.
those types of things.
No, you can launch them.
That which is why I threw in the he's walking away until he cannot be seen anymore, because I didn't want to just, oh, Superman flies away. He flies away in every movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's the iconic, you know,
Yeah.
he's gonna fly away eventually. He's walking away now, but eventually
Yeah.
at some point he's gonna fly away. But I again, it just adds more of him walking and not using his power of flying, because he needs to remind himself, especially in this, that everyone's gone.
Yeah.
It's almost like he doesn't even want the powers anymore. He doesn't want to be Superman right now because everyone's gone. There's no reason to be Superman other than now he's gonna have to tighten up and he's gonna have to
What if
cross
he
the
looks?
galaxy.
What if he looks to the camera and goes, "All right, I don't even know because everybody's gone. So we're all like, what, a new planet?" No, I'm kidding.
So, but yeah,
That's good, man. It's good. It's really good. It's good. It's you got a lot of good scene. You got good sort of description of what you want. Not too much exposition, which is nice. And I love it, bro. I love it. I'm gonna give it right now 7.5, 8 out of 10.
Nice.
Because you were
praise.
open to the edits. If you were like, I don't want to do nothing, then I'm about to lower it because I think different.
No. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of inspiration. You know how I love Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. I got a lot of influence from that, obviously. A lot of personal influence as well. And Superman is that kind of character, Yes, he's fun and jolly, but I think again the side that I like is the human side of him, where he's vulnerable at times, especially when he loses, the people he loves. And I was gonna take it in a different route. I didn't know how you guys were gonna feel about it, but in Injustice, Gods Among Us, he actually turns really bad, and it's kind of not similar, but like, the love of his life, Lois Lane, he actually kills her. So it's really dark and it's really mean. But
what I would do with this final scene is I would have him in the distance, but then I would have a close up to his face. It's filled with tears, and then he gets down like that. Like in Man. The thing is that Zack Snyder, when he did that, it's like he did the greatest launch ever.
I didn't want to do that for that reason, same reason, because I didn't want it to be like, oh, it's just it's Man of Steel. He's just trying to write Man of Steel.
Zack Snyder can't end Superman launching. It's like you can do that. You film it differently. Maybe instead of like what I wouldn't do, so I won't copy him, is I won't do the shot where he has the hand and the stuff's coming up around it, like the ground, the particles. Then he goes and he just shoots like that up. I would just have him like maybe go down, cue the music, obviously. And then just, maybe like instead of, you can kind of copy him, because what you could do is you can go like that, him down, but now everything around him, his whole body, instead of his hand, you put the whole body stuff going around him.
Like the ash and all the
ash. Like maybe the ash builds up so much, but then
you could write a line in there. He kneels one final time as the ash from the ground encapsulates him, or something along those lines.
I got it.
Shoots into the sky and leaving a trail of ash in his there you go. Circles his body, and Superman blasts into the sky with
I don't know. What they force with.
I think he kneels to him final time as the ash from the ground circles his body, and Superman blasts into the sky. Period.
Okay. Now you're doing like me. You're just taking shit up. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's better. And
learn from the best, bro.
The thing is, yeah, I'm like a Nolan. No, I'm kidding. I wish I could be 10% of him. I liked it, bro. 7.5, 8 out of 10. With the changes that we made, I'd want to watch this scene. Of course, we'll cast as Lex Luthor. What's his name? Jesse Eisenberg. No, I'm kidding. No, that was the worst. All right, brother. Let's end it. We're at 40 minutes.
Oh shoot! Yeah,
that's it, guys. Hey, this is something we're going to be doing often. We know it's not the biggest, views and all that, but we love doing it, so we're going to do it. Okay.
Let's do your scene next. By the way.
Yeah. Next up is going to be my scene. Guess who's going to be in there? Dr. Freeze. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We're out of here. Oh, guys, one more thing. Go to DC Boy's channel, DCBOII. It's a gaming channel. He's only got a couple videos up. He's got a new one coming out now. He's got a lot of gaming stuff coming up. He's going to be on the GTA hard. He's going to be playing a lot of GTA, a lot of Wolverine. So go ahead, check him out, and like and subscribe.